There's one thing that I truly want to expose that is truly harming society as a whole. And I'm talking about porn, X rated adult content. Truthfully, that is the one thing that holds a lot of us back. A lot of us back. And I want to be one of the voices that wants to talk against this act of pornography and how destructive it truly is. But I want to share my personal story to really give you that perspective of what I dealt with and how much it really truly, in a sense, destroyed my childhood and also destroyed my mind. Recently, I exposed my abuser because, long story short, when I was a young kid, about 8, 9 years old, I got assaulted at a young age. But one thing I kind of noticed at the same time, when I was around that age, these people they had these adult rated films. I'm talking about actual DVDs, tapes, and would play these videos right in front of all of us. At the time, I didn't really realize what I was really viewing and watching, but I enjoyed what I seen. Now you gotta think, as an 8, 9-year-old, seeing this stuff, you don't know the type of effects it really has on a kid, let alone getting assaulted. I'm talking about full-on penetration is what I was experiencing. It's not healthy for a young kid to experience that, let alone being exposed to these videos. But over time, I remember once I get older, and here I had the Nintendo Wii, the PlayStation 3, pretty much devices that at the time, you discover you have Wi-Fi connection and you're able to get on the internet browser. And once I discovered these certain sites that I shouldn't be on, it was wraps from there. And I can really say throughout my whole entire teenage years up to my early adulthood, I've been glued to those videos. Now, we're not talking about once, 3 times a day. We talking multiple times a day. And once I finally come to that conclusion that, wait a minute, the reason why I'm acting the way I'm acting is because I was addicted to that stuff. Once I finally X'd that out my life, I truly saw the destruction that it really caused in my life. When I say I was a really shy, introverted kid growing up, I'm not lying to you. I was very insecure, very depressed about myself, and when it comes down to my interactions with women, it was damn near zero because I never knew how to talk to a woman. I never knew how to really express myself or even quote unquote shoot my shot because I never had the confidence. I didn't have the mouthpiece. I couldn't even look at you in the eyes. And even when I even catch a little bit of attention from a girl, I'm pretty much a simp. What really exposed it for me was once you finally start having intimacy with real women. Once I start actually hooking up with real women, I started to perform weird. My performance was basically I was suffering from ED. Or it's just like at the end of the day, my performance was acting up. Let's say that much. Now you think in your early 20s, how can you be performing weird? And once you start connecting the dots, it's the X-rated videos. Listen, if you're hooked to these videos, you have no idea how much damage you're doing to yourself until you stop. And you hear the phrase NoFap, semen retention, those type of practices, and you think it's nonsense. The real nonsense is you watching those videos over building genuine actual connections with a real person, real intimacy. Here you are wasting your energy 24/7 towards ones and zeros, pixels, videos of strangers that don't even know about your existence. you would rather watch that 24/7 instead of putting in the work to meet a real person and build a genuine connection with. When I say porn has ruined my childhood, my whole entire how do I connect with people, it really does fry your brain. But we in the day and age, it is so easily accessible. Even 10 years ago, like here I'm sitting here loading up these videos on a flip phone, on my PSP, on a Nintendo Wii, PlayStation 3, anything that had an internet access browser. Like literally I was able to load up those videos, and as simple as that. It's being promoted on these apps. There's no escape from it. So no wonder why loads of people are addicted to it, but then wonder why they're so awkward, why they can't pull a real woman, why they struggle to even make conversations with anybody, let alone do anything outside this real world. They rather quote unquote goon all day. Is that really truly what you want to do? Do you really want to keep, going towards these videos just to feel relaxed? Get that little quick dopamine fix? And then go right back to square one, being a loser? Yeah, you're going right back to feeling like a loser because you just depleted your energy. Now, this energy is true. That stuff right there is true energy, and all you're really doing is frying your brain. But once you stop watching that content, the next question is what you do. Should I go on to the NoFap game and go on these long streaks? Listen, all you're gonna do is find yourself right back to square one. Treating NoFap like I'm gonna go on this long streak and you keeping counting the days and this and that. It's all about quitting the habit. Quitting and transforming and transferring that energy towards something else. Transmute it. Transmute it towards something that's better and beneficial towards your soul. Instead of, I'd rather just beat off and waste your energy and you still stuck with no ambitions. Not be able to do nothing. I'm trying to tell you, this is coming from someone that really fried his brain on this. And honestly, I think this is a topic not a lot of people really want to talk about because it's very embarrassing, but I kind of want to be one of the voices of those that actually struggle with porn addiction because it's being so heavily promoted to the point, oh, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to do it once in a while, a couple times a day. But trust me when I say there's nothing healthy about watching porn itself. It is truly destroying your brain, your mental state, your mind. Do you necessarily want to keep watching this? Being stuck? Or do you want to actually live a better life and transform yourself? Once I stopped watching that stuff and put my energy towards me to better myself, trust and believe it's very transformative. But one thing for sure, you have to be self-aware and conscious to know that those videos don't do you no justice. But what you do once you cut it off, transmute that energy towards something else. What's your passion? What's your purpose? What brings you genuine joy? Once you put that energy, even once you have those lustful feelings and actions, once you finally put that towards something else that's going to make you great, bro, you're going to reap the benefit. You're going to reap the benefit. I would rather for you to transmute that energy towards something great instead of you going right back to that site and you just wasting your energy again, wasting your time again. But nah, I'm finna go crazy on this topic. I'm finna have this topic on a chokehold because ultimately a lot of y'all is struggling with this. If y'all truly want to be the best version of yourself, your most fit, mind, body, and soul, this is probably one of your biggest sacrifices that you gotta make. For one, you have a problem. 2, quit. 3, transmute that energy towards something that's better. And watch how your life truly transforms right in front of your eyes.